At the age of 18 years old, I was already struggling with ED. I know that sounds crazy, but if you're healthy, you're in shape, and your testosterone is normal, and you're still showing signs of ED, watch this. Because in this video, I'm gonna break down the top 3 reasons that men under 45 years old are struggling with ED. And the last one is the most dangerous, the last one I suffered from, and I can almost guarantee that you're doing it as well. But more importantly, I'll actually explain how to reverse them. So the first one is most common. So I want to start off with this. The main reason that men under 45 are still struggling with ED is performance anxiety. And I'll explain why. Did you know that if you're being chased by a tiger, say in the olden days when we used to hunt and gather, if you were getting chased by a tiger, every single system in your body will reduce its energy besides turning on the blood flow to your legs. So that reason is all your energy, all your focus, all of your brain power has to be focused on getting away from this animal. This means your digestive system shuts down for a short period of time, your genitals don't work for a short period of time, and you're definitely not going to be getting an erection when you're running from this tiger. Every other system in your body shuts down so that way you can get away. The reason I told you that is for you to understand that when you're in your head and you have performance anxiety, when you're in front of a significant other or someone that you're just gonna get busy with, you can't be in your head and in the moment at the same time. So while you might be wanting to perform, while you might want your blood to be flowing down to your genitals, all of the blood is rushing to your heart. All of the blood is rushing to your brain because you're nervous, you're overthinking, you're not in the moment. Because when you're in that state of nervousness and your nervous system is firing all over the place, sending signals in all different directions, it completely kills intimacy. And your blood flow will just not respond the way that you want it to. And your body is not going to respond the way you want it to either. There are a few ways to reduce that anxiety though. And I'll go ahead and share those with you because it happened to me as well. So the first one, and I know this sounds cheesy, but breathing exercises. Because I know for a fact, just looking at the science, when you're nervous or when your body reacts because of your nervous system firing, there's only one way that you're breathing, and it's in your chest. It's shallow, short breaths. It's science. So when you're in the moment, take what I like to call heavy box breaths to reset your nervous system and bring you back down to earth. So what that looks like is like this. 5 deep, fast breaths. And then slow box breaths. And do that for as long as you need to. Ooh, I'm already feeling down to earth. The second thing that you can do is positive visualization. So this is powerful. Visualizing your future is how military pilots practice because they need to perform at peak performance no matter how they're feeling. So we need to do the same thing. Close your eyes, relax, take some deep breaths into your stomach, and visualize how you want that experience to actually go. Visualize how you want that moment to go, how you want it to feel, how you want it to play out. Visualize it vividly. And if you're looking for help with that, if you're looking for a guided meditation to ease your way into that visualization practice, go ahead and click the link below and I'll give you a free one there. But this next reason is probably the one that makes me the most emotional. And this is because the men that I'm helping quit porn right now, some of them have really sad stories. Being introduced to pornography at the age of 8 or 9 years old, or being in inappropriate relationships with family members. And all of those moments can lead to some pretty harsh memories. So the number 2 reason why men under 45 are struggling with ED is because of negative past experiences or negative visualization. So what I mean is this. When we visualize positively what we want and how it's gonna look and how it's gonna feel like, it's easier for our minds to follow that path. Because in our mind, when we're in a relaxed state and we vividly visualize doing something, your brain doesn't know the difference between real and fantasy. So it actually believes that you're executing perfectly and that you're doing it just fine. The problem is most men use negative visualization without even thinking about it. So if they have performance anxiety one time, and then the next time a sexual encounter pops up, they start negative visualizing what the experience is going to be like. They start thinking that they're not going to be able to perform. They start thinking they're not going to be able to get it up. They start already thinking that they're going to finish too quickly. And what happens next? Their thoughts become their reality. Or even when you have harsh memories, say that happened to you as a child, those can also pop up and your body will shut down because it doesn't want to just completely open up that box again. And what I've seen from my clients whenever they're going through that same thing, this is what helps them. They say if they just sit in that feeling, if they write out exactly what they don't want to say out loud, because those shadows, those memories, they only exist in the darkness. So when they write them down on a piece of paper, when they look at them, when they see them, when they confront them, when they feel those emotions instead of running away from them, and they do that constantly, every day, every week, every month, until it doesn't affect them as much. That's obviously a lot easier said than done, but it does work. And I hope you're ready for the final and the most dangerous cause of ED in men. And this is what I personally suffered from. I'm going to explain the symptoms, and I want you to guess what it is before I say it. Novelty overload. Your dopamine system gets way overstimulated. You condition yourself to want pixels over people, and you desensitize your brain to sexual patterns. Did any of you guess what that is? If you guessed pornography, then you are 100% correct. And the most dangerous part about this, for lack of a better words, this drug, it is available any time and anywhere that you want it. When you're bored, you can just pull up your phone. If you're alone, you can just open up your laptop. If you're overwhelmed, you can just go to the next tab over. If you're stressed, then you're always one click away from completely overstimulating your brain's dopamine system. So what that means for you is when you watch pornography, you are literally rewiring your brain to look at pixels and get aroused, and look at your phone and get aroused, and look at other people doing it and get aroused. So when the actual moment pops up, when you're in front of another person, your brain doesn't want real life. It wants fake, artificial, it wants pixels. So that's why you can get hard watching a video, but you can't get hard in front of a person. And this one I personally suffered with. And this is the one where I help guys actually break free from. So I'm going to explain to you the number one process that you need to keep track of in order to start your journey to freedom from the P word. You have to look at it from a scientific perspective. There is no guesswork. There is no magical force pulling you back. It's all behavior psychology. So notice, whenever you get triggered, whenever you get the urge, where are you? Are you in bed? Are you in the living room? Are you in the restroom? Track where you are. Next, you have to track exactly what you were doing before the urge hit. Were you scrolling on social media? Were you thinking about all the problems in your life? Were you just bored and had nothing else to do? And next is think about the emotion that you were feeling. Anger, sadness, overwhelm, regret. And what we're doing here is we're bringing that automated loop of going back to pornography into the light. And once we actually see the patterns, once we actually see the system running our lives, then we can reverse engineer it. We could reverse engineer our life around it. So you stop going back to pornography as an automatic habit, and you start to form new and healthier ways to deal with the stress, the emotion, the root cause. Because this is not about pornography. It's about what it leads to. And as always, if you want more help learning how to quit the P word, go ahead and click the link down below, and you and me will personally have a conversation and build out a plan to break you free. So just to recap, the top 3 ways that you need to watch out for. Number 1 is performance anxiety. Number 2 is past memories. And number 3 is excessive porn use. And once you know these, now you can start putting a plan together to overcome them. So that way, you can get your life back. See ya.